Okay. Okay. So we're going to start with a little work in the stall with Marques. And it's very beneficial to do this stuff occasionally to check in with your horse. And as of today, we have a rainy day, so I decided that we'll practice a little bit in the stall. So some of the things that you're looking for is how the horse moves and how well balanced they are. I chose to put him in a bridle today because I'm working on some flexions and base releasing in the base of his neck in the riding arena. So I thought it would be good to use this to help him sort some of those things out in a smaller space. Some of this it's very beneficial because when you go to practice working on flexions, a lot of times the horses will want to wing the opposite hind leg out. So the nice thing is when you're in a stall, you have a little bit of a wall to prevent the horse from doing that. Now here, then he released and then he stepped into the left shoulder. So that is him leaning a little bit on the inside shoulder because I'm working on releasing the base of the neck. So, you know, they'll do one of two things. They'll either wing the haunches out, wing the haunches in, or drop on either one of the shoulders. So when you do the work in the stall, you help to create a little bit of a barrier so the horse can't get away with that. But you also have to be very careful that when you do it, your application is very soft and not forced. Because if you force it, anything forced will create a negative reaction in the horse's body. So here, we'll do another flexion again. So I'll start with his head more aligned with his body. And then I'm going to ask him to fix his left front because I don't like where it is because that's not going to help him release the base of his neck. And then again, I'll take my left hand here on the bit and then I take my right hand and then I go to ask him to turn his head in and then he was leaning on me so I let it go and I'll let him stretch and release his jaw and drop his tongue out, which is really good. When the tongue comes out flat like that, it means that the horse is letting go of in through the throat, all underneath here in the hyoid, and then also the base of the neck and all into the shoulders. So that's one of the things that you want to look for. So again, very light touch. He wants to retract his tongue. Allie, out. Come on, out. Sit. Sit. Stay. And then again. Good.
So go for a little
More.
and then a little go for a little more.
More. Good job. Good. And when you do that, when you go to work the flexion, you want to keep the horse's head perpendicular to the ground so that, you know, you have a nice equal stretch. If the horse tips the head like this, then you're no longer accessing the top line of the horse anymore. All right, we need to move. Okay, come on, we're going to come forward. And then we'll ask the horse to come up around. Put your stuff away. And then as we ask him to move around us, good. Couple things what you want to look for is that he likes to drop his shoulders in, hence the reason why I want to work on the flexion. So I'm going to go again and ask for a flexion, fix the shoulder, there, sort of, and then flex. Good boy, don't lean on me. Hey, put your head up. There, better. And again, you want to be very soft. Good. Chop. And then we'll go forward. Super. And what I want him to do is yield a little bit his inside shoulder away from me, not drop it into me, which he struggles with that a little. So I'm going to turn his nose slightly inward and see if he won't move his shoulder away, which he's not. That was better. Good. Much better. Fix your hind end. Super. Go back to flexion. And then I don't want him to lean. So when I go to flex him, if he leans on me, I take the pressure away. Hey, get your head up. Down, turn. Don't let him twist. No twisting. So you can see. Boy. Job. And around. Move his left shoulder into me. Come on, move it away. One. One. That's it. Good. Move it away. Up. Come on. Good. Up. Move it away. Leaning. One. Good. No leaning. Good. Yes. Careful. Yes. Careful. Yes. Super. Got it. So the goal is that the horse lifts his chest up like that and lifts his knees upward and not drops his shoulders into me. There, much better. Good job. Very good boy. So instead of the horse, what he wants to do is when he steps forward with the left forward, he wants to open it and swing it this way, which then makes the right forward take a shorter step. So I'm working on moving the left shoulder over, creating a release in the base of the neck. So the left forward comes up and slightly curves to the right, very, very slight. And then when he does that, the right forward lines up and then steps forward because it wants to collapse in this way. And then, so the action of the left forward coming in is also part of the action of the rib cage pushing in. So as you work the exercise, you want the horse to yield the rib cage away from you when he goes to walk and move forward. So at first I address the base of the neck so that I can show him, you know, like we want you to yield here. Then from yielding, then that part of the body starts to basically yield a little bit away, which then helps the shoulder yield away. But with him, when I touch him with the whip, he pushes into it. So I'm having to rework his reaction to the whip because everything that he does tends to move sideways, you know, both sides, not just one side. Some horses just lean on one side. This horse likes to go bounce back and forth from side to side. So he's been a, you know, fun and interesting piece of work, like my clay that likes to move too much. Good. So then I'm coming from the front a little bit now and addressing a little bit the rib cage. There, we're leaning into me. Good boy. Good job. Nice. Good. And then I'm aware of the space in the stall, so I kind of keep myself on a consistent little circle to guide the horse around. So I make sure that my lines are consistent so that I'm not going side to side either with the horse. So this also takes practice to be able to feel the circle. And then I'm gonna pick a little of my outside rein up. Good. And then go for a little, yeah, come on, little release in the rib cage. Come on. Nose slightly in. That I'm doing with the nose band right now. Careful. And it's, yep, there he wants to lean on me. So we're creating non-leaning. Good. Yes. Good. Release it. Good. There he picked his knee up. Good. There I got too far leaning into him, so I'm backing myself up a little bit instead of, I was just leaning on him. Good. Good. Good job. We're up. Super. Don't rest your hind end, please. Come on. What? This is his eye again. Disappeared behind lovely little locks of hair. Lean on me. So then I'll ask him to bring his nose in. There he wants to lean. There's the tongue coming out. So he's leaning on me with his mouth and his neck and his back and his hind end. See if you can bring your nose in. There you go. Good. And again, super light, because I don't want to lean on the horse and I don't want him to lean on me. There, very nice. And when I approach the flexion with both of my hands, my left hand is gently bringing the head around and my right hand is gently moving the contact back like this. Good job. Good job. It's amazing how you can create foam. We're just doing work on the ground. All right, so we'll go the other way. So that was pretty good. That was very good. Happy with it. And then we'll